49.78% of the supply of Operation Phoenix is now staked. This according to the bot over in Telegram. And according to other people in the group, it's actually even more than that because you also have some of the other staking pools to account for. So that is a considerable amount of the supply. And one of the things that comes in with that, I did ask this in a private DM last night. Apparently, if you stake, say, 100% of your bag, then remember, those tokens get moved out of your wallet. So when we go take a look at BSC scan, we're actually seeing holder count go down right now. So it's below 1,400 at the moment. If you've seen my last video, it was above that number. So with this being at 1,387, yes, there are people that do sell their entire bags. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but it is interesting to note that if somebody was to say go and stake 100%, if they don't have those tokens in their personal wallet anymore, because those tokens are now in the staked wallet address, then it would appear the equivalent as if that person is no longer holding those tokens, because literally they're not holding them at that moment in time. The benefit is that when they unstake, then they can get tokens back, right? So it's interesting seeing these numbers go down in this regard, but if you guys were looking at this yourselves on BSC scan and you were thinking that it's only from people selling, just remember that by people staking, that does have an impact, and we're continuously getting notifications inside of that Telegram group of new people staking. And it also identifies in that bot how much of a percentage of their bag that they staked. So it's a very handy little tool. Just wanted to point those things out to you guys. Now, if we go back over here, we're looking at this on Dex Screener. What I did here for you is showing a Fibonacci retracement. And one of the things that I want to keep an eye on and just make you guys aware of is that what we're seeing right now is some pullback. And it's some pretty significant pullback from the all-time high. Not necessarily over the course of a single day, because we see that the last 2 days closed out with pretty low volume. And we're very, very low right now. In the last 24 hours, we're looking at $16,000. But do keep in mind, with it being a Sunday, it was pretty much expected that the volume was going to be pretty low. And so now we're moving into a Monday. We're going to see how people react with all of this. And there is good news. There's another crypto exchange that is on the way. I'll talk about that in just a second. So just looking at this very briefly in this retracement, what I would keep an eye on is this next Fibonacci level at the 0.5. Now that we drop down below from this orange zone into the green territory, we're looking at a level of support right around 0.053. So a little bit over 5 cents. And we do see that this wick back on February 23rd, it did drop down. It actually dropped just slightly below that line before it bounced and came back up, suggesting that this is a strong level zone. Okay, so it does have strong level support. If that gets broken through, then the next major zone would be at 4 cents. Then we drop down to 0.024. Then it goes down to a little bit lower than 2 cents there. What is that actually at? Well, it's the launch price actually when that took place. But you know, that's multiple zones for each of those. And remember, if it breaks down below one of these, doesn't guarantee that, oh, it's got to go all the way down before it can start to recover up. But it is something to keep in mind. We might see some further downwards pressure. Hopefully this starts to move up because we do have good news on things such as this right here. The second centralized exchange listing. So this is a new listing alert. Operation Phoenix will be spot listed on 2bit. Deposit opens on February 26, 2024. Spot trade opens at 2 p.m. February 27th. That's UTC time. And withdrawal opens on February 28th, 2024. That's also UTC time. So new exchange coming right around the corner. Let's go, baby. Deposits open today. And also, I want to just go over this real quickly for you guys. We go take a look at the trading view chart using my trading bot tool. If you wish to get this, you can add this to your trading view charts as well. Gives you indicators like this. And you can find a link to that down in the description below with my personal Patreon. Right here, it's suggesting a short period. We're seeing that Bollinger Band starting to expand out a little bit again. Looking at it with the RSI, it's on the verge of being in the oversold territory. So suggestively, although we have a short period here, does not mean that it's going to be an extended period in time. Just look at how fast this is on a 1 hour time frame. It went from long to short to long based on this indicator, right? So it didn't last very long in between these phases. You could have on a 1 hour time frame another candle pop up any second here. And again, as I mentioned in my other videos, you have the purple line, that VWAP. If the price breaks above it, suggestive of a buy signal. And what's been happening is that with this price dropping down and moving sideways, we're really struggling to try and actually establish ourselves above it. So like here, we did have a nice little push up, but then it started getting rejected, right? So you had these red candles just progressively working its way down, essentially invalidating that position. Now moving back over here to the subreddit. Lottery burn initiated. Early this morning, we saw the lottery do its second official burn of 15,000, bringing the total burn to over 20,000 tokens. I was talking to Sean in Telegram today, and he advised the lottery burns are randomized, so no one, including the Operation Phoenix team, knows when the burns will occur. This will help prevent bots from timing burns for potential financial gain. This technology is one of Mark's contributions to the project. We're going to get more behind the scenes view of it on Phoenix Friday. So then they provide the BSC scans from 12 hours ago. Another one was from a day and 14 hours ago. So I want to stress that to you guys again. What Mark had built out is a way to burn these tokens randomly so that not even the team at Operation Phoenix knows when those tokens will be burned. Next up, Day 24, new centralized exchange, monster volume, and another whale out. Phoenix Army, it seemed like a slow Sunday, but there was a lot going on that may not have been obvious. To start with, Bitmart volume for the second time was over $200,000. So just briefly, going back over here to Dex Screener, what you guys are looking at, this is Pancake Swap. So when I said that we're very, very low right now, that's $16,000 for that on trading volume. Over here on Reddit, this was posted about 8 hours ago, as of the time we were recording the video. They're talking about Bitmart. We did over 200,000 on Bitmart, and it's great to see a second day with such high volume. Why would I care, you may ask yourself? Well, take a minute to remember the Bitmart agreement that is paying 1.5% back to the marketing wallet. For those not mathematically inclined, this equates to $3,000 a day or $90,000 a month. Sean has mentioned in the past that the funds will help with centralized exchange listings as well as buyback and burns. If the team took 1 month's worth of taxes from Bitmart and divided amongst the two LPs, the DEX and the Pancake Swap, we would see a 60% price increase instantly on both platforms. I'm not saying that's what the team is going to do. However, I want to show you the potential benefits Bitmart brings with the current volume. So some tidbits and updates. The second centralized exchange was announced late last night, which is 2Bit. They're an up-and-coming exchange that is doing 500 million a day in daily trade volume. They list roughly 100 tokens or coins to exchange and have cool perks if you sign up and fund your account. This will be another exchange to help with increasing the daily volume, making the project more enticing to investors. The lottery started to do its burn. I wrote an article earlier today that outlines how the lottery randomly burns the collected funds. No one, including the Operation Phoenix team, knows when the burn occurs, ensuring no one has knowledge that may provoke extra financial benefit. The setup was one of the first contributions Mark has shown that we are aware of. Mark has a background working with a company that offered regulated gambling using cryptocurrency, so I'm stoked to see what other things he is going to be bringing. One of our biggest sell pressure whales has pretty much run out of tokens to keep dropping the price. The whale has been bleeding out 150,000 tokens over the last 48 hours, and now they are down to 7,000. This is extremely impressive because weekends are slow, but yet we ate that whale up. The number of large whales is constantly decreasing to the point I will have to rethink what I consider a whale. All it takes is 50,000 tokens in your wallet to be considered a top 100 holder. At launch, the top 150 people all had over 200,000 tokens. So the distribution continues to occur more and more every day, helping to spread the power. I also want to take a moment and point out that the previous all-time high we had was on February 5th. We dropped from 0.084 to 0.034, 60% down for 8 days. It wasn't until that 9th day did we start to see growth towards a new all-time high. It has now been 8 days since our most recent all-time high, and again, we are down from 0.11 to 0.062, which is a little less than 50%. I really hope the same thing happens that happened last time, and we see that price start to really move over the next 48 hours. We have the right catalyst for it. Final thoughts. Overall, I am not at all surprised by the low volume we saw in PancakeSwap today since it is Sunday. However, I am blown away by the Bitmart momentum and the amazing volume we are seeing over there. Mondays are usually where we see the market start to move again, and I feel we're in a great spot with the utilities that have been launched and the constant flow of funds coming into the treasury. Yeah, the price is down another 6% since my last report, but having been through the dip last week, I'm considerably unfazed. I'm still extremely bullish, especially since we have so much more to learn about this week that was bragged about from the Operation Phoenix team. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. And if you're looking to do some high-level margin trading, you guys can check out the crypto exchange Margex, where you can do anywhere between 5 to 100x leverage trading. They have a good collection of cryptos you can already choose from. And they do add a little bit more from time to time. They also have copy trading over on the platform. They have staking as another option, and if you use my referral link, you can get a bonus when you make a deposit. There's no KYC to get started with this exchange. It's very fast, and on top of that, it's available in many different regions. If it's not available in your region, there are people that use VPNs to get access to the platform. I'm not saying that you guys should, but that is an option. You can find the link to that referral down in the description below. Also, you can check out the exclusive trading group with HG Access. There's some high-level traders in this group. You can see what kind of plays they're talking about. There's about 2,000 members total in this group already. If you want to join that, you can find a link to the Patreon down in the description below. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to We Love, Victor Vegas, Worldzo Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.